I've got a hitting question today that I thought was interesting, so I'm going to answer that. The question was, so I've been working with a swing coach, and we've recently been working on keeping my front side stiff, something I agree with. However, I have two things I want to hear people's opinions on regarding the front side. Number one, how does the front knee stay in a position to avoid injury while generating the most successful swing? Does it lock, kneecap pushing back, stay barely flexed but stiff, or extend fully without locking? And number two, I widened my feet and my stance out so they're wider than shoulder width, and I've noticed improvements in my hitting significantly. However, when not swinging, my front knee always feels uncomfortable and often painful. This has only begun since I changed these two things. Can anyone explain what's above and or how to avoid this knee discomfort? I think it's a result of either not keeping my front leg extended properly or of my feet being too wide. I just need a way to avoid knee pain while having maximum success hitting, and I feel like other people's opinions could really help me as well as others. Thanks. Alright, so let's start with number one and talk about what the front leg is doing during a swing and how you can stay free from injury while doing the correct movement mechanics while you're hitting. Alright, so first of all, let me pull my shorts up when I'm swinging so you can see my front leg good. Now, as far as, well, I'm not going to get into the wideness of the stance just yet because that was your second question, but as far as the mechanics on the front leg, when you go to hit, you're going to land bent, okay? You want to be about 45 degrees on your land foot as far as angle where your toe is going as you're coming down, okay? And when that happens, as your hands are coming through the zone, this leg is going to straighten out as you get to contact because you're going to be moving into it. Your weight's coming from back to forward, so you're moving into this bent leg, and as you're coming into it, it's going to straighten out as your hands are coming through, and you're going to leverage your energy as you're hitting, and it pushes you back. So your leg is going to be strong and straight, okay? Now, the reason you may be feeling some discomfort is, once you get here, is you're so locked in right here that you keep this, and the torque puts pressure on that knee. What you'll see a lot of hitters do is that the guys who create a lot of energy, once they hit against this front leg, after it locks out, they'll let it open up a little bit or kind of roll out on the outside part of the foot to release some of that tension on the front leg. Alright? So that's what the front leg is doing during a swing, and how you can take some of the tension off of your knee after you swing. You also want to make sure you got a strong leg. If you got a weak leg, a weak quad, weak muscles surrounding the knee, it's going to be hard to perform this movement without hurting yourself. So make sure you're working out. You're doing your exercises to make sure you've got the stability in your knees, the strength and stability to perform this movement. Now, to answer your question, your second question, which was about the width of the stance, I like a wider stance, wider than shoulder width. But also you want to knock your knees in a little bit. So if you're right here and your knees are over your toes, that's no good. You want to make sure your knees are inside of your feet, because we want this type of energy right here, side to side, so that we can generate some linear energy and then get our rotation through that ball. So as long as you're keeping your knees inside of your front foot, I think that's good. Anything wider than this, that's too wide, right? You want to be in an athletic stance. Almost as if you were like playing basketball, so you can go side to side. If you're in that spot, that's going to put you in a good spot to start your swing. Alright? I hope I answered your question fully. Let me know if you got any more questions. Join the newsletter and hit respond.
If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and then join the free newsletter at yougoprobaseball.com.